and yes, a great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they've got it up past the 35, so... Field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dak going to start out going to the air. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. Yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott caught on the slant. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into him. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So they run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here comes Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Morrow. And good. And the lead is up to 8. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Prescott now from the 50. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake with Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Howell throwing for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to air one out. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the gun on third down, Howell. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From just shy of midfield, Howell, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So here we go, fourth down, Howell. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Another throw for Howell.
The connection made, it's Graham.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down, Swift.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well defended, and while it was completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fourth down, Howell.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Marr on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now throwing on first down here. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Here's Howell to throw on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Inside give to Elliott. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Prescott here to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Left side to Lamb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run left with Pollard, and he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it.